My name is Alan Darman again, and for this last section on Willy's Baggie, I'm going to cover everything else. I've covered vitamins, minerals, I've covered amino acids, I've covered essential fatty acids, and now it's the rest of the various ingredients that I put in Willy's Baggie. And this represents them. And I also have some probiotics on the side. I don't have a lot of experience with either of these two brands, but I want to talk a little bit about probiotics as well. We're going to start with the Supergreens. I'll start with Super Blue Green Algae. Super Blue Green Algae is if you look it up on the net, for whatever condition you have, you're probably going to find if you type in bipolar disorder, Super Blue Green Algae, or depression, Super Blue Green Algae, or ADHD, Super Blue Green Algae, or different things, you're probably going to find a link. It's and some helpful references. This a lot of it comes from a Klamath Lake and is a lake in Oregon, and it's got a lot of minerals in it, from volcanic action, and the minerals end up in the lake, and the algae eats the water in the lake, and the minerals end up in the algae. It's really helpful stuff, and it's if you're taking a vitamin mineral class, there's something in Supergreens that really should be an essential nutrient that's not listed, and maybe it's chlorophyll, maybe it's something else, but these are helpful. And I found over the years that when I started to combine Supergreens with broad-based amino acids, that they work better together than they did if I just took free-form amino acids with vitamins and minerals and I left the Supergreens out. From experience, I found out that it was helpful. And this particular bottle, they're 500 milligrams each, and there's 180 veggie caps, and we're putting 2 or 3 of these across the board of the Supergreens, 2 or 3 in each baggie, and it's helpful. And I don't know, I've always wondered if, could I put more of this in? Would it be more helpful? Or would it be mobilize too many toxins in the body, at the same time where, it might not be more helpful. So, but I think a small or conservative dose of 2 or 3 capsules of this in a bag is, just a good place to be. And I think you'll find the same thing. And if you do have problems with 3, back down to 2 each across the board, or back down to 1 each across the board, or try 4 each. There might be a noticeable difference as you slide up and down in dosages to see if you can make a baggie better for you than what I've made for my son and myself. So now is one brand. There's a lot of brands of this. Definitely cheaper off the net. You want to look around. I got this particular bottle from iHerb, I believe. Sometimes I forget. There are so many things. I might have got that locally in a health food store in Syracuse. All right. This is another one, Supergreen, that's different from Blue Green Algae. It's called Chlorella. And here's one brand, Sun, that I got off the internet from iHerb, and I believe I got this from iHerb again. Multiple sources. Sometimes you forget. It's supposed to help remove mercury in the body and remove heavy metals. All the greens tend to be heavy metal or detoxifiers and heavy metal removers. So. I thought it was wise. I know toxicity is a problem when you get really deficient, as my son was from birth, or 1 year old to age 14. He started treating deficiency in himself. If you're really deficient in essential nutrients, you end up toxic because you just don't have, your body doesn't have the oomph to throw off toxins that other people do. So. It's just wise to add greens to a wide-based or broad-based supplement regime. And this is one brand. Here's another brand that I get. And these I do get. I've got them in Syracuse, and I've got it from iHerb as well. This is Pure Planet Chlorella. The you want to buy quality here. See, it says great detoxifier. I mean, it's going to help take things out of it. It's nature's richest whole food source of chlorophyll, a powerful cleanser and detoxifier for the body. So it says right on the label. Our cracked cell chlorella allows for high absorption and digestion. And these are small green tablets, and I use 2 or 3 of them. You know, if I've got money, I use 3. If I'm running short, I put 2 in. Spirulina is another algae, and you know, different algaes are, you know, have minor differences with each other. These are fairly big tablets, so I mean, this tablet is a lot bigger than the chlorella tablet, and it's not, you know, outrageously expensive. You know, the direction 6 tablets daily. I'm just putting 3 in a bag. I'm putting a half a dose, and it's a blue-green algae. I mean, this was it comes from Hawaii, though. I mean, this source is Hawaiian. You know, which is, you know, you got the Pacific Ocean, a lot of clean air. You know, the rain is, you know, less polluted than probably it is here. You know, in upstate New York, we're getting a lot of acid rain and pollution from power plants in Ohio. You know, it's. But I'm sure other brands will do, and you know, you just want to look around. One nice thing I like about iHerb, when you're looking at any particular supplement, you can bring up a page where there's, you know, 12 different kinds of spirulina from all these different manufacturers. And in that page, there'll be like customer ratings. Some people will, you know, rate some highly, you know, so it helps you to make a decision on, you know, what particular bottle or brand that you want to get. But again, I went real simple regime. I went 3 tablets of this and 3 capsules of blue-green algae, and I went with 3 tablets of chlorella across the board. And Willy, at one point, ran out of Supergreens and didn't have them in his baggie, and he said it didn't work as good. And I find the same way. Maybe not the first bag, but over a period of time, you're going to say something's missing, and you know. And when you add it, you'll notice, and, you know, and the difference may be subtle, but it may be noticeable. The Supergreens are definitely a wise addition to any broad-based supplement regime. And if you can't take them all, at least take one of them. And if I had to take one of the 3, I don't know, the blue-green algae is probably the most expensive of the 3 here. And it's in capsules rather than tablets. I might take that one, but you definitely want to, you know, have this as a component. This is milk thistle, and it's a common herbal preparation used for liver support, and it helps increase the liver's ability to make glutathione, which is the detoxification molecule I talked about in another section of this tape. It's got, in this particular one capsule has 175 milligrams of milk thistle. I've taken some, and it's got 300 milligrams of milk thistle, seed powder. I don't know what, you know, I don't know all the details there, but it's very cheap. It's liver helpful. I felt it was wise. It was in the original baggies that I made in 2004 for Willy, and it's never not been a component. I don't see any indications anywhere that you can't take this stuff on a long-term basis, 1 capsule a day. It's not going to kill you. You know, but do your own research. If you don't feel comfortable, of course, you could always delete an item. And this, I don't consider this one of the more essential ones. I just consider it a wise addition.